look at array lists. These are similar to arrays except they're dynamic, meaning that the size can change. Array lists are a class pre-made by Java and accessible in the Java library using the following import statement. So we're going to write import java.util.arraylists, and then that will allow us to access the specific class. So let's create a class arrays, public static void main. And in the main, let's test some of the functionality of an array list. So to declare an array list, we write array list, the data type. So I'm going to make an integer array list, the name of the array list, so my array list equals new array list, and the data type again, and then the parentheses. So notice how we don't put the specific size, and this is because it's dynamic and that will be changing as we add and remove elements from this array list. So let's add something to the array list. My array list dot add. Let's add 1. So now the array list has at element 0 has the value 1. Next we can add another one. Let's add 2. So now it has its size 2 and has 2 different elements, 1 and 2. We can do that again. And as much as you want. Okay, let's say we want to go back and remove the 1. So we want now, since it's right now currently an array list of size 4 with 1, 2, 3, 4 in them, let's say we want it to be an array list of size 3 and just have 2, 3, 4. We can do that. So this allows you my array list dot remove. We can remove the first element. So let's remove 0. It will remove the 1, and now we just have an array of size 3 with the elements 2, 3, 4 in them. Let's say we want to put that element back in. What we can do is we can add an element, but this time we add the index where we want it, and then we add the object. So let's say we want the 1 back. So we want the 1 at the 0 with index. If you don't put the index, that just automatically adds whatever element to the end of the list. So let's say we want to check if this array contains, let's check if it contains 4. And if it contains 4, let's print out a statement. So if my array list dot contains 4, we print out this array list contains 4. And let's say we also want to print out the whole array list. So we would run a for loop from integer I equals 0 to my array list dot size. So regular arrays use dot length. My array lists use dot size with the parentheses because it is a method. And then you would increment the I and print out my array list dot get at I. Again, to access the data, we have to use a method from the class, and that's dot get. So let's test this out. Let's run the code. And then run the. We get this array list contains 4 as it does, and it'll print all of them in order 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one more function that can be kind of helpful is the remove, and like the remove, it clears the whole list. It's called clear. So my array list dot clear. If you run this, you now have an empty array list that has no elements.